A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events in Turkey, the head of the main opposition party, the Republican People's Party, CHP, Ozgur Ozel, visited the jailed mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem Imamoglu, following 6 consecutive nights of massive protests calling for his release. Imamoglu, who was arrested on March 19 on corruption charges, is perceived as the primary challenger to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's lengthy 22-year rule. His arrest has been widely criticized as politically motivated, leading to a wave of demonstrations across the nation, some of which have turned violent. While the Turkish government maintains that the judiciary operates independently and free from political influence, many citizens are expressing their discontent through protests. Ozgur Ozel arrived at Silivri prison, located to the west of Istanbul, in a convoy of vehicles early Tuesday morning. After a 2-hour meeting with Imamoglu and 2 other jailed CHP district mayors, Ozel addressed reporters, expressing his shame on behalf of the Turkish government regarding the current atmosphere in the country. He described Imamoglu and his fellow detainees as 3 lions inside, standing tall, with their heads held high, emphasizing their pride in their families and colleagues and their fearlessness in the face of adversity. Ozel also announced that the CHP would hold its final rally outside Istanbul's City Hall that evening, urging citizens to join in the demonstration. Additionally, he stated that the party would appoint a member to the municipal council to serve as mayor in Imamoglu's absence, thereby preventing the possibility of a state-appointed replacement. The situation has escalated as authorities crack down on journalists covering the protests. The Media and Law Studies Association, a civil society organization, reported that 8 journalists were detained for covering the protests in Istanbul, which had been banned by the government. These journalists were taken to Caglayan courthouse and are accused of violating laws pertaining to meetings and demonstrations. Initially, prosecutors announced their release under judicial control. However, they later requested that the journalists be jailed pending trial, prompting media unions to condemn the arrests as an attack on press freedoms and the public's right to information. In a show of defiance, Ozgur Ozel, head of the CHP's Istanbul branch, shared a letter from the prosecutor's office demanding the removal of posters featuring Imamoglu. Ozel vowed not to comply, stating, "You will see more of Mayor Ekrem on the balconies of houses, in squares, on the streets, and on the walls." Demonstrations have been reported in major cities, including Istanbul, Ankara, and Izmir, as well as smaller towns throughout Turkey. While many protests have remained peaceful, some have devolved into violence, with police deploying water cannons, tear gas, and pepper spray against protesters. Reports indicate that some demonstrators retaliated by throwing stones, fireworks, and other objects at the police. Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya announced on Tuesday that 43 individuals labeled as provocateurs were detained for allegedly hurling insults at Erdogan and his family during the protests. Furthermore, he stated that over 1,133 protesters had been detained between Wednesday and Sunday, and 123 police officers had sustained injuries during the unrest. Ozel and Imamoglu's social media platforms have condemned the insults directed at Erdogan's family, emphasizing the need for respect amidst the ongoing turmoil. Imamoglu faces serious accusations, including running a criminal organization, accepting bribes, extortion, illegally recording personal data, and bid rigging, all charges he vehemently denies. In addition, he is facing prosecution related to terrorism, further complicating the political landscape in Turkey. The ongoing protests reflect a growing frustration amongst citizens regarding the erosion of democratic values and the increasing authoritarianism under Erdogan's administration. As the situation continues to unfold, the eyes of the international community remain focused on Turkey, watching closely as the opposition rallies for justice and accountability in the face of escalating government repression. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.